Hello, good morning. I'm gonna do a little update for you guys while I get ready. Get ready for what? I don't know. Hold on. I just spent so long trying to get it to focus and I realized it's just because I didn't have my glasses on. Anyway, I keep having friends being like, so what do you do every day? Which is a great question, valid question. So I thought I'd talk about what an average day in my life has been looking like recently. I am a very regimented person, so I like to have routines even if it's not required of me. So I wake up at 8:30 every day, and after I wake up, I meditate, and then I journal, and I've been doing the artist's way. So that also involves like doing some readings and then journaling. So it kind of depends how long that takes. This morning I was on something, so I journaled for like a couple hours and ended up at that point it was like 11 after that, and so I made breakfast, and after breakfast here I am now. But usually I have like an activity a day. So I was working at a babysitting agency. I did that for a couple weeks, and then I decided to quit that because multiple reasons. The main one was like the way that they do their scheduling. They kind of wanted it to be like a last minute scheduling thing, which that doesn't really work for me. Like I said, I'm regimented. I like to know what my day is gonna look like at the beginning of the day. So that was hard. Also, this kid bit me, and then I was like, you know what? I don't actually need to be doing this. Something I've been working on is like trying to value myself higher, and if I want to be put in higher spaces, I shouldn't be putting myself in these spaces. Like I sought out this job. I put myself there. So I decided to quit that. But anyway, so that was how I was spending my days for a couple weeks. But I also have had a lot of plans with people being in town, visiting people, reconnecting with different people, and then also going to different cafes, doing work, apartment hunting. It's really the thing about the times when I've been in between jobs, you always realize that like the time really does fill up. It fills up really easy actually, and it's not hard to find ways to fill your day if you are like a little bit intentional about it. So every day I get ready, I get dressed, I will leave the house in some way every day pretty much. Some days I haven't, just because I'm like, okay girl, like sit down and do nothing. But even if it's just to like go on a walk, if I go on a walk around here, like it leads to me wandering around, which leads to me finding X, Y, or Z and discovering something new and taking pictures. And so one thing always kind of leads to another. And there's some days where I'm like, oh, I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. And then I find something, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I ran out of time today. Like, so the time does always fill up. And then I usually have pretty quiet evenings here. I cook, and then I either like FaceTime some friends or watch TV, and just kind of relax and chill in the evening times. I go to bed really early, which also makes the waking up at 8:30 every day more realistic because I am asleep by 10. But yeah, that's kind of what like my days usually look like. I like my days. I think that they've been nice to be able to kind of orient myself to the city. I think that in some ways it would have been nice to have a job lined up, like financially, but otherwise being able to spend a day being like, okay, I'm gonna go explore this area. I think today I'm gonna go to Park Slope. and go to a cafe there and bring my computer and look at some jobs and do some admin and just walk around to get my steps in and then come back. And it's like a nice way to spend my days. I've been trying to talk to a lot of strangers too, trying to engage with people and kind of let the city tell me. Happy Memorial Day. For my Memorial Day celebration, I'm going to the movies. I'm gonna go see Project Hail Mary. I read the book and I've been really wanting to see it, and I really want to see it in theaters. I feel like it's one of those movies that's just better in theaters. So I decided today to just buy a ticket and go. I did this like journal prompt where it was writing down 20 things that make you happy, and then you have to write down the last date that you did it. And so one of the things on that list was going to the movies, and I couldn't remember when I went to the movies last. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go to the movies. So I'm doing that today. Okay, so Project Hail Mary was really good. I shed a couple tears. I feel like it was different than what I was expecting, just because, I don't know, the movie was like not goofy, or sorry, the book wasn't goofy, but the movie was. I walked over from my apartment. While I was walking, I stumbled upon this big market. It's like this big, I think it was like an African market. It's really cool. I got this wooden bangle, so that's cool. And I also went to the thrift and I got a pair of cargos, capri cargos. Hola! I have a food review. So I did Too Good To Go, which is like when a restaurant has food that they're gonna get rid of, then you get it for a discount. And I got Caribbean food, which where I live right now is like very Caribbean, Jamaican. So I got a bowl. I'm gonna show you. This is it. I think those are like collard greens maybe. Some chicken and some rice. It looks hella good. I told the guy, I was like, I've never had Caribbean food before, so make it good. He was like, you made a good choice coming here. Sorry, I'm using plastic utensils just because they gave it to me. Sue me. Yeah, so I paid $5 for this, which I think is a pretty good deal. And I've been wanting to try Caribbean food before I move, which I'm moving in 2 days. Crazy. Okay, let's start with the chicken. Oh my god. It's like on the bone, but it's just falling off. I think it's like, it has like a curry smell to it. Yep, that's fire. And the rice, just plain rice, classic. And let me try the greens. Yes, I think it's collard greens. Yum. The chicken is really good. Look at that. Right off the bone. Yeah, so today I went to my art class, which was awesome. I feel like there's so many different things like that in New York that are just like, it's hard to figure out about them, I guess. Especially if you don't know where to look. So I was really happy that I've been like stalking the Brooklyn Public Library website. There was a couple that I was like supposed to do. One of them was like a jewelry making one. I was really sad about. I did tour an apartment instead. It ended up being a stupid apartment, so that was a waste of time. But yeah, I haven't signed up for any other ones, but I'm definitely going to be on the prowl because I made such cute things and it was really fun. I didn't like meet people or anything, but it was just fun to like be creative and learn something new. I think the chicken is my favorite, but the greens are also really good and they go really well with the rice. I wish there was like beans or something like that also. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just love beans. Or I would get it again. And for $5, this would cost like $15. I'm curious what the normal price is. I think $10 probably. But yeah, for $5, hell yeah.